We welcomed in 8 guys for a lean tour, and we was going to do a demonstration of value and non-value on our electric rolling machine. And what happened was the evening before it stopped working, so we had to pull out our old one, which is manual, and we done a demonstration, and it was such a wonderful experience. We thought we'd share it with you guys, so hopefully it can teach you and you might learn something too. And that's what it's all about. We love to help and inspire. Okay, so now we value, we're adding value, so the product is changing shape, albeit very slowly. Now it's waste and non-value, so we're adjusting. So this is the point where we should be thinking, this isn't too fun and it's wasteful. Is there an easier way? What could I do to make that process easier? And then you're back to adding value. Value, 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 waste. And non-value, 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 value, 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 non-value. So, could anyone identify any opportunity to improve?
Yeah, so straight away, this is not on wheels, and it's too low for Daniel to operate the turn handle there, because he's bending over quite a lot, causing excess motion and potential damage to his body. So I would say it all needs to be on wheels, which are lockable, and needs to raise up really. Yep,
I agree. And any more detailed ways, anything we could adapt on the machine to make it easier and quicker?
I've noticed that he was taking a little bit of time just to ensure that it was going in square, so some sort of a jig that would put it in at a perfect square where you wouldn't have to think about it would be good.
Yeah, and I think the important thing to realise is the 4 criteria for an improvement too. So does anyone know the first criteria when we look at doing an improvement? Put your hand up.
Safety.
Safety. So when we look to do an improvement, we could say, would putting wheels on that improve the safety? Maybe, because it's going to raise the height. And then, do you know, who knows the second criteria?
Quality.
Quality. So, would wheels on that improve quality?
Yes, improve quality because you can be able to move it around, and then it will let the other person using it not bend it.
Yes.
Just some height on it.
So the reduced burden on the operator will make it more likely you're going to make a better quality product.
Actually stop you from lifting it. It looked like 2 people have to lift it and then moving around. But with the wheel, 1 person can operate it and then push it gently without using any force.
Yes, exactly. And does anyone know the third criteria?
Simplicity.
Yes, exactly that. So simplicity. Wheels, does it make it more simple?
You can have it wherever you want it. If you want to change the place of this machine, you want to adjust it, you want to make small adjustments every day, yes, always.
Yes. Who knows the last criteria for an improvement? Speed. Very good. Least important, but it is something we obviously all naturally do want and see when we're producing a product. I think you'll agree. So speed, the setup time, if it's higher, you're probably going to be able to go a little bit quicker. So it is all beneficial improvements to put this on wheels and make it higher.
These 2 levers, are they the adjustments?
Yes.
Okay, so I was thinking like, when you are, the first bend was like a little bit, so like the second bend also go to another stage, and the third bend go to another stage. So I was thinking, can you actually not adjust to the third stage to bend it once, or why? Or is that the process to go through 1, 2, 3 stages?
Yeah, it's just the way the metal reacts. It likes to bend in gradual increments. So 1, 2, 3. If we do 1, sometimes it can roll too much and it will make the circle too tight. But not to say there's improvements that could be tried and experiments be run to try and do it in 1 pass.
Yeah, can you actually make an experiment like, because the first and the second stages, they are not that far
Yeah.
ahead that much. Maybe if you skip the first stage, which for me it can be like it's not a value for me.
Yeah.
So the second stage can actually reduce the time being used there.
Exactly.
So
Shall we try one pass now as an experiment to show everyone? Because if you was here, you would like to do that just to see. We can do that. You happy rolling?
Yeah.
Very good. You just do it in one right now,
As it is, final
as it is.
Okay.
Because then we got no setup time. Let's do it in one and see what happens.
So that wouldn't keep working right now. Because there's too much tension in between
Yeah.
the rollers, it's unable to do it. So we can release it a little bit at least and try. No, I ain't going anywhere.
So, but that's important mindset you've got, because if you're not thinking of that, then your thinking's 100% correct. Run the experiment, and that's what we've just done. And you can see it didn't work, but it could have worked. There's other improvements where we could link these handles together with a chain, maybe, so you just do one handle and adjust both. It's endless how this could be improved.
like a small electric motor mounted at the whereby that wheel is tied up. I think you can make an electric motor with a thing on. And normally, do you actually use this oil between that to actually make it really smoother to go through those bends?
No,
You don't. You have to use the main plate.
Yes.
But I think if that is mounted properly with an electric motor on the side where Daniel is, that will actually make that.
Of course.
Not like a manual.
Yeah, because
so
we
that-
have the burden of the operator too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is stopping it from. So I can see why you're using 3 stages.
Yeah.
So
So for us to add the value to that, it takes an operator's burden, and that's what we're trying to reduce as well. So when you see burden in what you're trying to do, you need to stop and think, is there an easier way? Because if you was rolling them all day, I'm sure you'd go home very tired. And at a point, we was using this all day, every day. And Chris, what happened?
Well, one day we stopped and actually thought about it. There's got to be a better way, obviously, because this machine is very old and we managed to do it somehow, the specific job we had. But then we just looked around, looked up for the better solutions. Obviously, we just bought easy way to buy a new machine. So we bought electric-powered, numerical-controlled machine, which was one-man operator rather than 2 people job, and it all made just flowing and easy.
Yeah. I think that concludes our daily lean learning on value and non-value. Any questions or any comments anyone wants to say?
How would you know that those handles are at the start point? You know, because they've got to be equal, I guess, to have the rollers, at level right across. So how would you know that they are sort of their fullest extent before you even start?
Well, we would make the rear roller level, but like I said, 2 years ago we wasn't as tuned in our lean thinking, so we were just doing it. So it was almost pre-lean thinking of we're just doing our job and no conception of value and non-value.
So for continuous improvement and business continuity, you can just pull it out and still use it. Because obviously your machine's broken, your electric one's broken at the moment. But you can come and use this if you need to keep your business going.
I mean, you can see that cone over there, that cone shape. We do that on that, and we don't do many of them. So we pulled it out of storage, and I'm glad we still have it. But the part is coming this morning, so we're going to be back in action, and that's going to be a talk we do for you later to show you how the machine broke and what happened. So then you'll understand how we're going to get it repaired so quick. All right.